Relationship is not a do or die affair or a bank of hope and loneliness. You will do all the dishes. You will wash all his boxes and all his clothes. You will do everything. Cynthia came over to visit me. Bet you she's going to appear in front of your door with this. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and if this is your first time seeing this pretty face, please do not make it your last. So the other day I was having a conversation with my friends and this interesting, incredible topic came along, and I'm like, no, I have to discuss this with my YouTube family. Like, we need to talk about this. We really need to talk about it. It's something that has to do with opinions. Your opinion, my opinion. So on this video, I'm just going to give you my own opinion. I'm going to leave what I think about living together before marriage. I really want to know, what do you guys think about this? Like, living together for a long time with a partner that isn't legally or traditionally or however married to you. And when I'm talking about a long time, I don't mean like 1 year, 6 months. I'm talking about 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Before we go deeper into this video, I want to use myself as a reference. Before I got married to my husband, when we're still dating, we kind of lived together, but not like lived together. I don't know if that makes sense. And this is because in as much as I normally go over to my partner's house to visit him frequently, like I could go there sometimes and I would spend days, I could even spend weeks in his place, but that doesn't dispute the fact that I still had my own house. Whenever I get tired of him, I go back to my house. But this isn't the case here. What I'm actually talking about are couples who practically live together, like they are roommates. Yes, I know that sometimes cohabitation do end well and sometimes it doesn't. I'm speaking from experience because I told you guys I've tried a bit of that. I've dabbled here, dabbled there. So living together with your partner comes with a lot of expectations, both from the male side and the female side, and those expectations are expected to be met. The other day, my friend called me. I picked up this call from her and she told me, she was just gisting me how she spent a week in this guy that she's been talking to. She spent a week over at his place, and one day he had this party he wanted to go for, like a birthday party, and they've been going to parties back to back, and she just decided to relax at home and not go for that party. And when he went for the party, he came back by 1 a.m. and he was so drunk and he was so hungry, but he just asked her to please help him to make something to eat because he was so hungry and he's drunk. He couldn't go to the kitchen before he would go and light the wrong gas and the whole house boom. So he was asking her for help because he was so hungry and he was drunk to make something to eat. And as a caring friend that my friend is, she had to pity him and go into the kitchen to make something for him to eat so that he doesn't burn down the whole house. And when I'm talking about expectations, this is one of it. Because if my friend wasn't at his place, he would have eaten out or found another solution or come back home and sleep hungry or just go to the kitchen. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. It's not as if him asking her to do that for him was wrong in any way. No, I'm sure he would have done the same thing for her. Let's hope so. And I want you to have in mind that this was just 1 week holiday. And in that 1 week, as a lady living in the house with him or staying in that house with him, that he doesn't have a cleaner or a cook or anything, even if he has a cleaner or a cook, there is no how you tell me she'll stand up from the bed without laying the bed or sweeping or arranging her corners or the corner where she woke up from or anything like that. She has to do some things in the house, obviously. Then imagine being roommates. You're gonna do all that. You might even do more. And this is part of the reasons why a lot of guys don't really view marriage as a necessity nowadays. And we ladies are the cause, because we're doing everything a married woman is supposed to do in a relationship that we don't even know if it's going to lead to marriage. Do I think this is wrong? Yes, I think it is. I don't know if it's the African in me that is speaking, or maybe because of the way I was brought up. Because if my African mother ever hear that, or Cynthia is living with a man that she is not married to, bet you she's going to appear in front of your door with this. It doesn't matter who you are. That is why I said I don't know if it's the African in me that is speaking, or I don't know, because in the abroad they do this thing like normal, like people just live together, have kids, and without being married or anything like this. So we young people, we're actually normalizing this, and I don't think it's right because a lot is at stake. Your self-respect, your dignity, your me time, a lot is at stake. I could go on and go on. And yes, I do understand this concept that you need to spend time with your partner in order to really know who they truly are before you spend the rest of your life with them. But at the same time, you can also know you can truly study someone without permanently living with them. If you ask the right questions and observe their character and observe how they treat themselves, how they treat others, and how they treat you, and how they treat their finance and all, you can have an idea or knowledge about what marriage with this person would look like. For me, I don't believe anybody becomes a completely different person when they get married. You will always see the signs. The signs are right there staring at you, except you're not looking or paying attention. And one thing I've also noticed is that sometimes we ladies, we always feel the need to prove to this men that we can be a good wife or something, we are worthy of that ring. We always feel the need to prove that by cooking, by doing this, by doing that, just to show to them that, oh, I can be a good wife. But I kind of think we're going about this the wrong way, and sometimes we can still do all this and the person will not still get married to us. We can still do all this and we'll lose ourselves while doing it. That is why in a breakup, whenever two people break up, it's always so painful for the ladies, because you hear ladies saying, after all I've done for you, and the guy will be like, what have you done for me? Dude, I have imparted a lot into this relationship, mentally, physically, emotionally. I have done everything a wife is supposed to do. When I was dating my man, I do go to his house to go visit him. The key word there is visit. And when I go, I am a visitor. It doesn't matter how long I stay, I have my own house. When things get shitty or when I don't really feel the vibe, I go to my own house. But I am still a visitor whenever I am there, because I will do what a visitor is supposed to do. How many times would a visitor come to your house and be cleaning everywhere and be mopping and be cooking? You will only do it if you want to do it, if it so pleases you. So I'm not his roommate, so he's not going to be expecting all that from me. But that does not mean that I am not going to cook for him or help him to do some things. But I will only do it when I feel like. Not because it's a mandatory or because I'm supposed to do it. Yes, I'm his girlfriend, but I'm not his cleaner. I am not his cook. I am not all these things. I am only your girlfriend. Let's enjoy this girlfriend process, girlfriend and boyfriend process. Then when we get to that marriage level, we can now elevate it. Do you understand? Because we need to enjoy this friendship, girlfriend, boyfriend zone. Or when we get to fiancé level, here we can enjoy fiancé level. When we get to marriage level, everything is stage by stage. You don't just go like this. Sometimes even when his friends come over, they'll be like, my man knows me. My man knows that if I want to cook for him, I can cook for him. If I want to do the dishes, I will do the dishes. But it's not like Cynthia is at home. Cynthia came over to visit me. She's supposed to do this. She's supposed to do that. No, I will not do that. I will only do it when I want to do it, because I am not your wife. When I'm your wife, according to the Bible, the wife is there to take care of the home. I will be there. I will take care of, just like I'm doing right now. I will take care of the home. I will help you arrange and organize your life. But as of then, I am your girlfriend. We are still dating. It's called courting. It's a stage. We'll get there. So whenever I see some of we ladies, we get deceived by relatives or friends, what would his friends say? They'll be like, I'm not a good girlfriend or all that, or because the mother-in-law or the sisters or the friends are calling you our wife. Our wife. Do not let our wife deceive you. Do not let it deceive you, because they will call you that thing. You will do all the dishes. You will wash all his boxes and all his clothes. You will do everything. And at the end of the day, it doesn't work out. And when it doesn't work out, you will not be feeling the pain more than him, because you've invested a lot in these things. And again, let me rephrase this, because when I say that my man doesn't expect me to be doing all these things like cooking and sweeping and doing everything when I'm still dating him, the same way that I don't expect him to be funding my lifestyle, like giving me finance, money, or doing all those things for me, I don't expect him. He's not my father. So my man Uche can boldly tell his friends, boldly say it anywhere, that while we're dating, I have never asked him for 1 naira, 1 cent. I've never been like, I need money for this, I need money for that, I need money for that. No, if my hair is rough, I go to his house with my hair rough. If he sees it and be like, oh, your hair is rough, babe, what are we going to do about it? I'll be like, I don't know, I don't have money now. Then he'll be the one to decide to give it to me. I've never opened my mouth to say I need money for this, I need money for that, because I don't expect anything from him. Or sometimes when I ask him to escort me to the supermarket, and when we get to the supermarket, after shopping for my laundries and everything I want to shop for, and we get to the cashier, and I don't expect him to, I won't just go and stand and be waiting for him to pay. I bring out my card to pay. And as a Nigerian man in him, he'll be like, how will this girl bring out her card to come and be paying when I'm standing here? He'll bring out his own card and pay. So it's not like I'm doing it strategically or anything, but I am not expecting him to do that. If he pays, fine. If he doesn't pay, fine. I'm not going to hold this in my mind and be like, this guy, he doesn't want to pay for this, he doesn't want to pay for that. No, I'm not going to do all that. I'm still going to accept him for who he is, because once I start expecting him to do all that, then you should get ready to clean and cook. You shouldn't also be complaining, because I don't know. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. If you're expecting him to fund your lifestyle, you should also be expecting him to expect you to do something for him. That is where the word expectation comes in play. Relationship is not a do or die affair, or a bank of hope and loneliness, or a place to seek refuge, or a place to hope on someone, because most people are actually in a relationship because they need someone to assist them financially. You can do that without tagging it relationship. You can just be dating someone, and you know that is why we confuse ourselves a lot of times. If I want to, not me, but if you want to date someone because you want to date them because of the finance, the money, don't deceive yourself and say you love this person. This is the reason why you're there. So you focus on that. Then when you're in love with someone, you focus on love. You don't just say, yes, that's how you hear someone saying, I love him and he's rich. Do you love him, or you love him because he's rich? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying though, but all I'm just trying to say is that it's not as if you can have both. You can have a guy that is financially stable and that can also love you. You can have both. What I'm just trying to explain here, all I've been ranting, is that relationship is a stage in your life where you can build friendship and something incredible that can lead to something amazing. So we as ladies, we need to set boundaries and know who we let into our space, because these men, they will either make us or break us. So for me, this is my own stand on this topic. I feel like living with a man that you're not married to for a long time can lead to all manner of disrespect, or it can actually lead to something more credible, a closer bond, more love and all that. There's no manual to this relationship thing, but there is manner to respect, self-respect. There's something we Nigerians call see finish. Don't let anybody see you finish. It doesn't matter if the person is your husband, your sister, your brother, your mother, your father. That's why self-respect matters a lot. You need to give yourself some self-respect, because these men, they actually look at all these things. Yes, they do look at them. They look at the way we behave in relationship, because the way we behave, the way we treat ourselves is how someone is going to treat us. If we treat ourselves with so much respect and dignity, that man will treat us with the same dignity and respect. You can know someone without permanently having to be their roommate or playing house together. Because if you have your own place and you only go to visit your boyfriend, like me when I was dating, I already told you guys, when I go to visit, I have my own house, but when I go to visit him, I made sure that when I wanted to pay for my house, he was like, no, don't worry, I have like how many rooms in my house, you can just take one. We're like 2 years, we're dating for 2 years as of then. He's like, you can take one room, you can just do that, don't disturb, I will just be in my own place, be in your own place. I'm like, no, thank you very much. I will have my own place and I'll come to visit you regularly, occasionally, whenever I want to. And thank God I even have my own place, because sometimes when we have issues and like normal issues, I don't just like say, okay, I'm going to the parlor to go and stay, or I'm going to another room to go and chill. I pack my load and I go to my house. And when I feel better and I feel like, yes, he has apologized enough, then I can come and visit him again. I'll come and I'll do what a visitor is supposed to do, not what a wife is supposed to do. There's a difference. Girlfriend, wife, fiancé. So all I'm practically trying to say in this video is that we ladies need to step up. Like, we need to elevate our game and add more self-respect and value to ourselves, because no one is going to do that for us. Well, thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching. I hope this video was a bit informative and I passed my points clearly. Please do share this video to anyone you think needs to hear this. Do not forget to subscribe if you're yet to subscribe to my channel. We're trying to get to 1K and it will mean a lot to me, and give this video a thumbs up so that I can reach to more people. It will help my channel a lot. So guys, do not forget to like, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, do all the YouTube thing. Thank you, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.
Perfect.